seem like the kind of guy that would be good at recycling. Are you good? Do you have a little regime?
I try, yeah,
Good. Glad to hear that. Got some stats for you here.
Yeah, go on.
Did you know, over the course of our lifetime, a survey of 2,000 UK adults found that an average of us Brits will recycle 22,932 pieces of paper, 12,448 yoghurt pots and 5,896 pizza boxes. I'm full of stats today. But over half of us say we want to do more.
Oh, I think half of those pizzas is me. Here to help us, it's adventurer Ben Fogle. Ben joins us now. Good morning, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Aren't those amazing statistics? In fact, the one that you missed out, Gethin, is that the research from Robinson's also showed that in our lifetime, the average Brit recycles 250,000 items.
Wow.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Well, that's good. That's positive. And that's the thing. I mean, so many do. And I think the biggest problem is knowing where to start, actually. You're a man that's walked across the South Pole. You've climbed Everest. This could be the biggest challenge yet, though, isn't it, to get us under control with this recycling?
Do you know, I've actually taken a lot of inspiration from those expeditions. When you are on Everest or in the South Pole, you're forced to value your resources. You ration yourself. So you make everything last. You upcycle, recycle. Everything is used, which is not something that we necessarily embrace in modern society. Maybe the last 18 months has made us reevaluate things. But I think we're making moves in the right direction. There's a lot of negative commentary about what's happening in the world right now, but I think this new research has shown that actually we are heading in the right direction. 3/4 of Brits actually in the same research said that they feel motivated by their children. The children are the ones that kind of pick them up on their shortcomings, and that certainly happens in the Fogle household.
And you know what? Speaking of good news, 2/3 of us really do want to do more, to help out. But what kinds of things could we be doing now to help towards recycling more?
I often hear people saying they're very confused about what can and can't be recycled in their area. It obviously varies widely all across the UK. And for me, if you go to recyclenow.com, it's got a huge resource pack that will show you exactly what can and can't be recycled in your area. What we do is we then write it out on some paper that we stick on our recycling bin. So there's never any kind of question about what can and can't be recycled. And then the other thing I think is that you can go right back to the grassroots. When you're actually doing your shopping, have a look at those products and have a think about whether you need to buy it in that single-use packaging that it comes in. There are alternatives. There are plenty of small independent shops opening where you can actually take in plastic bottles to refill on a weekly basis with various household products. I think there's a lot of things we can do, and I think never ever feel unempowered that those small changes you're doing won't make a collaborative, collective difference. I think we need to take self-responsibility on this and just feel positive about those small changes we're making.
I think it's pretty obvious who is in charge in the Fogle household. It is the children when it comes to recycling. Quite right. Just quickly, Ben, you see a lot in the media about is it too late to make a change? There's going to be a massive climate change conference November later on in the year in Glasgow. Well, is it too late? Can we make a difference still?
We need to act now. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But I've always tried to be really positive in my outlook on life. And the way I look at it, Gethin, is that we got ourselves into this. We're pretty sophisticated. We might not be particularly forward-thinking, but I think if we all put our brains together, I don't see why we can't start unpicking the very complex web that we've created. It can feel overwhelming and when you look at the global picture, but I think if we start taking that self-responsibility and start making small changes in our house, whatever that might be. You know, we've been lucky enough, we've been able to put in a heat exchange system instead of the gas boiler. Now, I'm aware that not everyone can do that. Not everyone can afford to do that. But if you are in a position where you are making changes to your house, you're changing your car, you could go electric, there are all sorts of things that will start to change that. And it's always easy to think about the negatives, but just try to focus on the positives. Sometimes you have to take the least worst option.
Yeah, that sounds good. Ben, thank you so much for coming on to clear a few things up there. Also some advice on recycling, and you're never far away from an adventure. I know you go on your next one very soon. You can see Ben on the BBC doing that very, very soon, and his little trip around the Scotland Isles, which is on BBC Scotland and on BBC One very soon, as I said. Ben, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And now today.